on the mistvah. We are all offerings. We all have to burn constantly with a fire. When we do a mitzvah, however small it is, to do a mitzvah with enthusiasm, to enjoy it, to realize you may be completing the entire world. You bas mitzvah girl, you should know that the world can't manage without you. How do I know? Because if it could, what did God send you here for? If the world can manage without you, so what do we need you for? And the answer is it cannot manage without you. And therefore every mitzvah you do is helping to complete the entire picture of the whole world. But the only thing is you have to do it like a small aleph, not to show off. Adam was a great man. Who made him? Not human beings, God. When Adam's name is brought down in Tanakh, in Divrei Hayomim, there's a big aleph. Because he showed off. And what was the result? He sinned, the first man to sin. And he's caused damage right down till today. From one little sin. Ate from a tree of an apple, whatever, it wasn't an apple, or whatever fruit it was, he has caused damage to the world for 5,772 years. If that's a negative thing, you can imagine how much a mitzvah does, can continue for thousands of years. So Adam spelt with a big aleph, because he showed off. Moshe Rabbeinu spelt with a small aleph, Vayikra, because he was a humble man. So this is a lesson which you have to know. The Maisa was a Maisa with the Alter Rebbe. You may have heard of the Alter Rebbe. Somebody came to him who had a boy who was deaf. Couldn't hear properly, couldn't speak properly. So he told his parents to take him to Metz in, I think it's in France somewhere, to Metz. And there, in the outskirts of the town, overlooking a mountain, there's a forest just near there. And there you will see a house where a Jew lives, and go and stay there. That's all they were told. And that will be the answer to their problems. So they went there, and they found this house, and they asked, could we stay a few days here? And he said, yes, with pleasure. He took them in, and they didn't know what they were there for. After a few days, they'd been walking in the streets, so the man asked them, what are you here for? They said, well, the Alter Rebbe told us to come here. We don't know why. He said, I think I might know. Somebody once stayed in his house, a young man. He came to work and he used him as a guard. And he built a little hut outside where he could stay and keep watch over the man's animals and fields. One night, the man's looking out the window and he sees it's on fire. And he thought, goodness me, this is what I brought him here for, to protect us. And he ran out to the hut. No fire, nothing. So he went back in. A few nights later, he's looking out the window, the fire again. And his wife says, quick, go and run. He runs out, there's no fire. This man was a holy man, but nobody knew about it. And it was a fire, there was malachim coming to learn with him, and the whole room was lit up with light. And they then understood why the Alter Rebbe sent them there. And they went to this man, and they asked him, could you give a bracha to my son? And he gave a bracha, and he was healed. Finished. The Alter Rebbe saw from one end of the world to the other. And this young man, humble, quiet, what tremendous powers he had. So I want to give you the bracha, that you should be powerful. You should realize that the world can't manage without you. Now that you come bas mitzvah, you've completed this world. And it's not a joke, because if we could manage without you, you wouldn't be here. God doesn't send extra things which are unnecessary. But you've got to be humble. You mustn't show off. But you've got to remember that you're an aleph. And what is an aleph? You may have learned this in school. It's the first letter we teach a Jewish child. An aleph is a little dot at the top, a little dot at the bottom, and a line in between. The dot at the top is Hashem and your neshama, which is connected to Hashem. The dot at the bottom is when you come down into this world. How do we connect back up to where we came from? By the line of Torah and the line of mitzvahs. Hashem should give you the koyach to carry on doing this wonderful job for which you came for, to spread Torah and mitzvahs in this world. You like candles. You like candles? No? About it? What are we doing about it? From this week, you're going to start lighting one candle. It is a most beautiful custom, and it reminds you that you are spreading light in the world. You mustn't light two. Only a single person can only light one. And it wasn't a custom only amongst Lubavitch. It was amongst many great people there. Their children used to light a candle, one candle Friday night. So you must ask your parents if they allow it. If they don't allow it, then you mustn't go against your parents. That's obvious. But if they would allow it, that would be a sign that you are beginning to spread light in this world. And in Yirtzeh Hashem, in the merit of this, we're coming towards next Shabbos, Rosh Chodesh Nisan, that were redeemed the first time in Nisan, and in Yirtzeh Hashem, with your extra mitzvahs, we are going to sway the balance, and in Yirtzeh Hashem, next Shabbos, next Sunday, Mashiach is going to come. We're going to take us all back to Eretz Yisrael in your zechus, with the coming of Mashiach. Amen.